Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Kicks it out to Booker. 5 on the clock. Down low. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Driving to the basket. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pass to De Silva. The 19-foot shot. And there it is for him.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. No good on the three. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. To the middle. Lucic. And it's blocked. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Booker. Intercepted. Here's McCormick. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. To the inside. And the dunk by Booker.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Procida. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Pass to Booker. Thomas grabs the rebound.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
For three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
What a good time for the three-pointer. The fast break had the D scattered all over the place.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, McDowell White got a piece of it. Here's McCormick. Six on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. De Silva with the rebound. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
McDowell White. The layup missed. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. They set the pick. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Timeout, timeout. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To stop the run. No good. Shot missing. Right side, Edwards. Plays it up off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
With the drive. It's deflected. Second chance shot.
Timeout, timeout.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Pass to Baker. In low. Good on the shot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Oh, here's Edwards. Here's Napier. Nailed from three-point land.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Baker. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. There's the steal. And here's Napier. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Inside. It's picked off. Fast break. Here we go. Pass to Edwards. A three. Not going to go that time.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. And he banks in the layup.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Banked in off the glass. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here he goes. Kept alive. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look right at the cup. Nicely done.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. They set the pick. Giffey. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here, it is eye-opening.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the home team has possession. They trail by 9 points. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Leading by 9. The second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Here's the screen. Lets it go with a three. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Pass to Napier. From the arc. And the three ball is good. Napier's got 6.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
McDowell White. And it's blocked. Here's the break. A pull-up. Nice jump shot. Good. Napier's got his third basket of the night right there.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And how about the role reversal there? I mean, slamming it down right in the face of the big fella.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Right wing. McDowell White. Here's McCormick. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Outside Edwards. Napier up top. Back to Edwards. Puts up a three. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Fires for three. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 5.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Down low. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. The NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Thomas, no luck.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Well, when you talk about the NBA going global, the last 6 MVPs, Doris, as you know, all international players.
Kevin, what I love about this is the NBA wants the best players, regardless of where they come from. There's a time where American players just dominated that award for years and years. Fact of the matter is, it's good for the game to get the baddest, best players in the world, and we've done that.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to McCormick. He's off from 17 feet.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Bangs home the trifecta.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Thomas. To the middle. Clock at 4. Here's McCormick. Can't nail the jumper. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Back to Booker. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 9 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Thomas. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see a shot go in. Nicely done.
.136 left here in the second. Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside. 8 points for him.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pass to McCormick. To the paint. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. 1:10 left in the first half of the game. Out to the right wing. Pass to De Silva. Offensive rebound. Here's the screen. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 11 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Delivering the blowout. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's McCormick. It's good from about 19 feet. He has 6. Now here's Edwards. There's the pick. Stripped away. Outside for Thomas. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Edwards with it. Pass to Napier. Back to Edwards. This one for 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
To the middle. Porchita. It's deflected.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Napier. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Pass to Thomas. To the inside. And stolen by Napier. Inside. Outside Edwards. Down low. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
It's not going to go for him. To the paint. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Porchita driving inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Now Napier. 8 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to McCormick. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. That one misses. And here's the break. Here's Napier. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Napier's got 10 points.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Lucic. And the three off target. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. To the left side wing. Fires the three. That one misses. And here's Napier. He's got 12. Pass to Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Thomas outside. Shot clock at 6. Here we go, all alone. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Outside Thomas. Six to shoot. It's deflected. Harris with it. Now Thomas defending. To the middle. Into the lane. And that one good. He has 5.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
He gets it in there.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
.133 left in the third quarter. Takes the 3. Cans it from downtown.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Pass to McCormick. Porchita tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep three. McCormick with the rebound.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Here's Thomas, and then Thomas with the dunk.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Napier. He's got 12. From past the arc. No good there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And do not go away as we'll be... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was...
Wow! Young fella.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Pass to McCormick. McDowell, White. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Puts up a deep three. McCormick with the rebound. McDowell, White. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Harris a screen. Drains the three-pointer.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And
Goodness. Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Good on the triple.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
5 to shoot. The shot. And the basket by Thomas. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
Pass to Harris. Harris a screen. There's the lob for Harris. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. To the inside. From deep. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Harris. They swipe it. From deep, Thomas. Bean. McDowell White. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen. To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere. Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Six to shoot. Pass to Thomas. Shot to stop the run. Sinks the three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
It's good from long range. To the middle. Another steal. There's the drive. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall. .141 left to play in the final quarter.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
1:37 left in the game. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Here's McCormick. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Bean. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71% 5 for 7. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Thomas. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
The visiting club takes the win on the road.